This it's bloody difficult. So that up, it's not even the summit. So after reaching there, we still have like 2 hours to hike. Oof. Hello guys, welcome to Ikawa Talk episode number 3. As usual, you are with Malik, Shaffy,
Dolph, Banza.
We really thank everyone who's been following us. We've been receiving a lot of very cool feedback, positive and areas of improvement. As we said, this is just our 3rd episode,
Yes.
so we are learning a lot, but our big aim is to make sure that we are providing content. Today we are in Inkstein, and all the shows so far they have been recorded at Inkstein.
Yes.
And Inkstein, it's not just a creative space, but it's a community. So if you've ever been to Inkstein, you know what I'm talking about. There is no day you just come to this place and it's only Dolph. There is always a bunch of guys around having really cool conversations.
Yes, talking about different things, discussing design and creativity.
By the way, I want
philosophy.
Exactly, yeah. I want one day to talk about how you came up with the name Inkstein. But maybe not today, but one day you will explain us.
One day for sure.
As a professional or a creative person or a designer, it's really hard just to stay in a box, you know? You need to do things that takes you out of the box. You need inspirations.
Yes.
And you need to
step out of the usual
things,
yes. You know, let's say you've been working for 4 months straight, almost no weekend, and you feel like you need to reset.
Yeah, even just like half an hour or like 10 minutes in your day. Something that you be like, oh, I've been on my computer, or I've been back to back in meetings, I've been painting these A, B, C, D things, I've been on shoots. So what can I do that will allow me to sort of like breathe and then get more inspiration?
Yes, meditation is a great
exactly.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. But again, it's a discipline. You need to start and learn how to do it and so many things.
Yeah.
But what we want to talk about today is hiking.
Dolph, before we talk about hiking, what are the things, for example, you know other people do, or before even we talk about you experiencing and hiking, what are the things you do?
Fitness is one thing. You can do fitness. It helps reset the brain and have new creative vibes.
Yes.
You can entertain yourself. You can go out with friends and have fun.
You mean like last weekend?
Last weekend, yes.
Last weekend was
last weekend
a pure entertainment with Dolph. We're not talking about that, but
no details.
It was something. Yeah,
it was quite something. You can go out in nature.
Yes.
To connect with the nature, to feel at peace.
Yeah.
And some mindfulness. To kind of help you forget about everyday work and stress and a lot of information. So we need a moment aside.
If you don't pause, you crush.
Yes. Burnout.
Yeah, you burn out. So you need technically.
Or you lose the vibes.
Exactly.
You feel. Sometimes you feel like something is wrong. You feel like you're not at your maximum. Yes. Good. So, hiking?
Yes, hiking.
So you have, I don't know if we should start by that, but you have hiked the tallest mountain in Africa.
I've never thought that one day I'll wake up in the morning and then go to do this type of challenge, because they can break you down. They can kill you. I hiked with someone who passed away when I was doing Kilimanjaro. So, and I've never thought that I will do something like this. Even my close friends, they were like, why are you doing this? But as we started, is that it's always good to do the unusual.
Yes.
And the number one things is that, again, as a creative person, it's always good to set yourself to a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So the more challenge you set yourself to, you build a discipline to yourself, to your heart, to your feelings. And this is also helps you on day-to-day basics. So when you say, I need to do A, B, C, D things, you're like, oh, come on, yes, I just finished this. I can also do this.
Cool. So what you are saying is you need to step out of the usual and have an activity which is totally different from the usual stuff.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the specifics of hiking. You need to prepare before you hike.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And how do you do that? How do you prepare? You need logistics, you need to be fit, you also need time. So how does it go with you?
To be honest, when I started doing this, it was a friend who encouraged me to do this. And then I actually was not really ready. Mm-hmm. And then everyone would be like, you need to do this, you need to do this. I was like, why? It's just a mountain, you know?
Yes.
It's fine.
And?
And then I started reading. I started going on Google, like what to do when you're going to hike Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
And then I found number one is that you need to be fit. You know, you need to do a lot of cardio exercise.
Yes.
And then therefore you start going to the gym often. You need to build altitude. Your altitude, I don't know how I count this. So you need to be...
Because it's very hard. I mean, breathing in high altitude is completely different from breathing in an altitude we are used to.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you experience high altitude, you have trouble breathing.
So the higher you go,
how would you train for that?
So there's two things. Number one is that if you're born and raised in Rwanda, you are lucky because you live in a country of 1,000 hills. So the entire country is really hilly. So that allows you by default to be able to resist on altitude. So that's number one.
Yes.
So number two is, for example, when we were doing Kilimanjaro, we actually bought altitude sickness medicines that will help us to resist on the altitude. Because then Kilimanjaro is super high. It's something new you've never done before. So we actually had to even do more exercises.
Okay, let's talk about fitness now. How fit do you have to be in order to afford Kilimanjaro?
I don't know how fit you had to be to hike Muhabura.
I think Muhabura I was...
Karisimbi. You've just done Muhabura.
Karisimbi, I was ready because so first let me talk about my hiking experience. I've hiked Karisimbi and then I've hiked Muhabura. So Karisimbi is the tallest. It's taller than Muhabura. But in terms of challenge, physical challenge, Muhabura is tough. Muhabura is a beast. You don't want to start by Muhabura. You need to start by something affordable. Like Bisoche is cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Almost anyone can do Bisoche. And then Karisimbi is a bit tougher. You need to think twice and train, but it's a better experience.
So if you've done so many things in your life, would you rank Muhabura as your toughest challenge
Muhabura
you've ever done in your
is
life?
the toughest physical challenge I've ever experienced in my life. How many days do you climb Kilimanjaro?
So Kilimanjaro was 5 days.
5
so
days.
It was 5 days. 5 days. No, it was 7 days. So 5 days are up. Yes, a week. So 5 days are up and 2 days down.
So how many hours do you hike a day?
So we did on Kilimanjaro, I think it was something around 6 to 8 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah. But the first...
Slow pace,
like Mwendo wa pole pole.
Yes.
So the first 4 days...
And then you camp
And then you camp. So every night we camp.
Yeah.
So we camp, I think, 5 nights.
How is the temperature?
Oh, so the higher you go, the lower you go in the temperature. So the last night we had to wake up at 11 a.m. So the hike started at 11 night. That's a.m. or p.m.
Yes.
11 a.m.
Yes, p.m.
p.m. 11. No, a.m. So
AM is Kumangwa, man.
Okay. Anyway, 11
Good.
nights.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and you have to sleep, I think, around 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I have, before I talk about more this experience, I need to talk about one guy that probably most of our audience are going to know.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Hervé.
Ah, yes.
So this guy is a beast.
He's like the fittest guy I've never seen him in a gym, but I know he does swimming.
Yo, wait.
A lot,
So
but,
that night he didn't sleep because, as we know, Hervé, if you know Hervé,
He's
is
a
the number one photographer
and he
I
likes
know in
nature
Africa.
a lot.
And he likes nature a lot. So which means that night he did not sleep. So he spent the night out taking photos. So while all of us were sleeping, getting ready for the next day challenge, Hervé was just taking photos.
So when we did Karisimbi,
Yes.
While I was sleeping, I noticed everyone else was already up.
Yeah.
It was, let's say, almost 6 in the morning. And then when I woke up, I saw photographers taking pictures. So that was Hervé and Nadej.
Yeah.
So these people were taking pictures early in the morning. I'm like, okay, photographers have their things.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's passion.
It's really
man.
good. So Hervé, I was with Hervé, and then he it's 11. You wake up 11 a.m. and this guy is in sneakers. He's not even in hiking boots. He's in sneakers.
Yes.
So now we are starting to talk about minus 15. So by the time you get to the summit of Kilimanjaro, it's something around like minus 20.
Are you sure?
Oh man, I had water. You live at the base camp with hot water.
Yeah.
So within 2 hours, the water is freezing. You cannot even drink your own water.
Yeah.
It's already freezing.
Okay.
And I get to the point where my feet was freezing, and then I was crying all the way. I was like, I can't feel my feet. I was like, why am I here? And then this is one thing I want to talk about. So before you do any challenge in your life, you need to know why. You cannot just wake up in the morning and say, I am going to do this. You need a goal. And for me, I had a goal. So my goal was, well, it's fine. I can talk about it, I think. So it was just about a few months for my mom passed away. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this was just to, in memory of my mom, I just wanted to do a challenge. I feel like, well, losing my mom is one of the, it was one of the biggest, basically one of the biggest challenge that ever happened in my life. And it's one of the biggest struggle I still struggling with. And I just wanted also to do something else that will put me again out of the box, something that I can challenge myself, and just wanted to say, hey mom, I've made this. So, and then every time I will feel like I want to go back, I will be talking to the entire body will be talking to my brains, like I'll feel my legs talking to my brain, like, Malik, are you an idiot? Where are you going? And then I'll feel like my brain saying like, bro, you'll get there. It's fine. You know why you're going there, so you'll get there. So every time when you're giving yourself a challenge, it's very important that you have a goal. But what was your goal to go to Karisimbi?
To Karisimbi, I knew I wanted something different from my routine because I was having a creative block. I was feeling. Today I'm trying out something new, which is climbing Mount Karisimbi. So it's a big challenge because Karisimbi is a giant. Look, by the time you beat a volcano, you reach the top, you only have a goal. You are setting yourself a very tough goal to achieve. I think that's like an analogy of anything else you can go through in life.
So how
it's
many
like
times?
If I fail this, and then I will fail to the first challenge or obstacle or anything that will come through my way. So I was like, I have to do this.
Okay.
But also, I had a camera and I wanted to document the experience. And then I was like, I promised to beat Karisimbi when I was at the base. So if I don't reach the top, I will have failed. It's like having this self-inflicted pressure to make sure I document my experience. And every time I would feel broken, totally tired, I would just pop my camera and
My
say
vision is
a lot of nonsense.
How many times
Like
did you feel like
walking.
you want to go down?
So I felt like
Only thing on my
quitting
mind
so
right
many
now,
times.
What did it
but
not make you
Not
quit?
the fatigue.
the goal, man. If I quit to
Or any
this
kind
and
of
then I will quit
goal.
I will quit to the first challenge
distraction
that will come through my way.
That might
So
prevent me
I
from
have to do
reaching the
this.
goal.
Muhabura was way, way, way harder than Karisimbi.
Yeah.
Because Muhabura, it's like climbing stairs from 8 to 2 p.m.
I know.
From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's like climbing stairs.
Yeah.
The only moment you have to rest, you sit down, and then when you look down, you feel like you are above the clouds, not being in an airplane,
Yeah.
but feeling like in an airplane.
Yeah.
So itself, I was like feeling dizzy by standing at that high altitude. But
Yeah.
I also had a 360 camera, so I always
the images of
it's always
awesome,
about
yeah.
the videos I'm making.
PM.
I am the first person to take a
was so
360
tough.
camera up there because in the near future, all cameras, I guess, will be 360.
Yeah.
They will be recording not only in one direction, but
Yeah.
in all the directions. How is that?
We are really looking forward to see those images. So,
Yeah.
by the way, again, tribute to another guy. His name is Ben. Again, if you
Yes.
know the creative industry, you know
Yes.
Ben. He's one of the best graphic
He
designers. we
also
have.
came with us to Karisimbi.
He's done Karisimbi twice. He's done Muhabura twice. And in my recent experience with Muhabura, I was with him. He was just hiking
Yeah.
and he's walking in the room. I did not see the guy.
He's
getting tired.
naturally fit.
So, we know every time you need to do any challenge, anytime you need to fix yourself a challenge, you need to have a goal. So there is two things. Either you may just do something just to step up of the unusual, and that's your goal will be just to step up of the unusual. You know, you're on your office, you get tired, you wake up to go and play PlayStation, or you just go on YouTube to watch a video. That's just to refresh your mind. But then when you want to step out the unusual, but you do something really challenging, you also have to look on a reward. So you need to have something that will say, I'm doing this, this is my goal, and then after this is how I want to feel. This is what I want to gain. So what was your reward when you hiked these mountains?
The first reward is getting at the top. When you get there, you don't even think
What does
about
it mean, the reward to get at the
getting
top?
at the top means what it means, man. It's an analogy of beating a challenge. It's an analogy of working for something you've wanted so bad and get it.
Yeah.
Have it in your hands.
I
so
feel
that
you.
it's a psychological reward, you know, and it's very motivational because you feel like, okay, I've done that.
Yeah.
Maybe I need another thing. Maybe I need another mountain. Maybe I need another task. So let's say the mountain becomes the task.
I want to pause you a
and
bit.
then overcoming
Yes.
a task, because in our profession we are not always given things we've done. Sometimes you have something new, you don't know how to approach it creatively. You don't know the technicalities of getting there, but you need to do it.
Okay.
So that's like an analogy. You could say a mountain is something physical, it's mental, and a task is something, it has all those components. It has a mental component, it has a physical component, and it has a creative component. So it's literally two same things. When you are hiking a mountain, you are so far away from civilization, and you are in a place you are not used to be, and your mind is tuned to a different frequency. You think better, you are someone else. You forget about the past, you forget about the future, and the only moment that exists is now.
Yeah.
And experiencing now is what people who meditate are looking for. So there is something about now.
So basically,
So imagine a whole day being in a now moment.
I know.
That's what you get when you hike.
when you hike. I mean,
Yes.
the thing is, we are talking a lot about hike because we found ourselves in liking hike for some
Yes.
reason or another.
Yes.
But again, we are talking about things that creatives can do. So you can find your now doing something else.
Yes.
So your now does not have to be hiking. So of course we recommend hiking because Rwanda is very, very
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yo, what you see on the top of the Rwandan mountains, I've never seen this anywhere
Yes.
else in the world.
Yes.
People can get different nows, right?
Yeah.
Going to the end, what do you recommend to people?
Recommendation.
Yes.
So I like when I'm talking about my hiking experiences because I can take hours because I remember each and every moment. I remember how we cooked food at the on Karisimbi, and it took us like 2 hours because it's so cold. That the way we talk, the cold, the physical challenges, the view. It's a totally different universe.
Yeah.
And I would recommend anyone who wants to recharge, her or his batteries to look into hiking. And Rwanda is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Next time we should do Congo Nile Trail. It's not a single mountain to hike, but it's you go from Gisenyi to Changugu, but you go through different places, and then you can even take 3 days.
Yeah.
You can either hike or use bicycles,
Yes.
or not cars.
Anyway, by the way, we are just talking about these big challenges, but there's also other few cool things to do in Rwanda anyway. Things like Mount Kabuye, or
Mount Kigali.
Mount Kigali.
Yeah.
Ibere rya Bigogwe, this is on my to-do list.
Okay.
There is a lot of cool other things to do that you don't have to give yourself a big
Yes,
challenge.
yes.
I think going to the end, my recommendation again comes back to step out of the unusual. So you are who you are because of what you do.
Yes.
So the more you exercise, the more you become the best. So again, tribute to another guy I want to talk about today, Ivan, the trainer. If you're into fitness, you know this guy. So I am who I am today because I've been lucky to work with Ivan. So I think going to the end, my recommendation is train your brain to do more, and the reward will be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching.
So remember, for the culture, subscribe and share.
Please share this with people so that we can spread the message.
Yeah, when
And,
today we are at Kingston,
yeah.
feel free to suggest us to visit you.
Yeah.
Tell us anything you'd like us to talk about. Do you want to be our guests? We've had Malik Mahoro.
Yes.
So please, any idea is welcome.
Reach out.
We are not the experts. We want to learn. So thank you very much.